Hey, good morning. My name is Anna. It's your first video. If you've known me before, if you've seen any of these before, hello, welcome back. It's been a second since a vlog has been posted, which I'm fully aware of. I know that this one's going up a bit after it's filmed. So welcome back to a vlog. We got a few days in my life, of course. You know, I'm still in grad school, just for about a month more though, doing social work, but also just working to really enjoy the life that I'm living, finding ways to have fun amongst the papers and the tests and the lectures and the internship and all of that. So I figured we'd start this video off after that whatever little intro you just saw with just a quick little get ready. If you watched I think the second most recent vlog, maybe it was, then you would know that recently I spring cleaned, and part of that was getting rid of all of the makeup that I don't use or that was 5-6 years old, which is kind of embarrassing. And I mentioned in that video that I'm gonna be on a hunt for finding makeup that I just truly love, really enjoy the brand and feel like I can have some good go-tos. And so today we're trying a new brand, and this is actually all gifted, so thank you to Merit for gifting these. But I just figured to do a quick little life catch up, kind of chit chat to get going, since like I mentioned, haven't done a vlog in a while. I've been working in some more sit down videos, so these are getting kind of pushed back. So just want to take some time to talk while also trying these products that were sent. So Merit Beauty, if you haven't heard of them, they're cruelty-free, they're vegan, they use recyclable packaging, and really all of their products are just made to be natural but well put together. Like makes you well finished without being too time consuming or taking up too much effort. And so I felt like that kind of fits my brand pretty well. And what I like too is that it came in this cute little reusable makeup bag. So I'll definitely be using that in the future. To start off, I'll be using their Perfecting Complexion stick. They say that this is concealer and foundation like just in one, which is incredible because you guys know I don't take a long time at all to get ready in the morning. So if we can have things combined together as one, sounds good. Perfect. It's called the Minimalist, and I got the color Silk. Oh my gosh, look, I'm a beauty influencer. Check this out. I think it'll match my color the best. And I do like that idea because genuinely I don't have too much need for too much concealer or like foundation, just because I like looking pretty natural, but there are always like just a few spots and everything to cover up, as you can see. But to get into the chit chat while we're getting ready, I don't know if you can notice, it would take a really keen eye to notice from this angle because I haven't shown you the whole room yet, but I did rearrange my room yesterday. It was one of those moments where I just thought of the idea and then I did it. And so this actually is the end of the bed. I totally just staged it so it looked cute right there. I'll show you it whenever we're done getting ready though. I'm just such a big spring gal, and I don't know if it's the flowers or if it's the cool breeze in the air, but like some warm sun, or if it's like the symbolism of spring. But there is something about spring that just, I love it. But part of what I find is that every spring I become so motivated to like change things around to where I like them. And so like last year, if you remember, this would have been not many of you, maybe like 200 of you if you've watched my college videos. Last spring, around exactly this time, I moved my lofted mattress like down under my bed, made it so cozy because there wasn't too much that I could do to rearrange my dorm last year, but that was something that I could do. And then like I mentioned yesterday, the urge just hit again, and so I did it. And I really like it. I feel like it's fun and I enjoy it. Okay, that was awesome. Okay. Next, I'm using their Day Glow Highlighting Balm. I got the shade Cava. They have a couple shades. I partly got Cava because Cava, like from Spain, like remember when I studied abroad in Spain? But then also I just find that, oh my gosh, we're gonna do beauty influencer again. I just found that this color I feel like goes better with my skin tone more so than like a gold does, like a straight gold. And so I was excited for this one as well. Yesterday was Tuesday and I had class. I only have like a few more grad classes, like so a few more classes just ever in my life, which is crazy. But yesterday I had my CBT class. My camera just died on me, which felt a little rude. But yesterday's CBT was about psychosis, and I had thought in like a previous vlog I had mentioned that I had thought that that week was psychosis and really it was personality disorders. So yesterday was actually psychosis. And what was kind of interesting is that with CBT for psychosis, it's a lot focused on kind of prevention, like getting the CBT for psychosis in as symptoms start to arise, because it can prolong or just make better the progression of symptoms. And then also that it's used for motivation for treatment, because psychosis, which is like having hallucinations, delusions, disorganized behavior, like schizophrenia is a psychotic disorder. But medication is a whole big part of treatment for those. And so that's why I was kind of interested going in like CBT for psychosis, because CBT is a form of talk therapy, but it's to be used in conjunction with medication, which made a lot more sense to me. Okay, I'm getting a light out so you can kind of see. I like that it's subtle, but still there. Like it's making me glowy, but not necessarily like shimmery or like super shiny. It's just that glow that we all love so much. Okay, next we're using the Brow 1980 Volumizing Pomade. I always feel like I'm saying that wrong, but it's pomade, I'm pretty sure. Pomade? I think it's pomade. And I just got brown because that is my hair color. Oh, I was expecting the brush to be the short end and the long end to, oh well. But little beauty influencer action, that's what it looks like. Brows is something that I feel like just instantly pulls me together a whole lot. Oh, and so far I like this. And I like brushes like this because I feel like I can fill in with the brows without making them look just like straight drawn on, which I'm a fan of. Yes, but my second class yesterday was my evidence-based treatment with children and, wait, what is it? Evidence-based treatment with children and families, I think. Individuals and families, maybe. And we were learning about functional family therapy, which at this point I feel like I've learned about so many different types of like family therapies that they're kind of all running together in my head. But the thing that stuck out to me about functional family therapy is that it's all about reframing, which if you take one thing from this video, it can be that. Because I feel like by sharing, oh no, I kind of got it under my eyebrow. By sharing what I'm learning, I hope that, I don't know, it can be helpful. It can be like some psychoeducation for those who are watching. But reframing is essentially taking a situation, and I'm trying not to use the word in the definition. Reframing is taking a situation and shifting your perspective, shifting your mindset on it to be more positive. And so with functional family therapy, it takes part of it, this is just part of it, takes dysfunctional behaviors and reframes them to see what positive purpose they are serving, which can be hard to do, especially like if it's the first time doing it. But essentially we watched a video that was an example, and it was a family at Thanksgiving, and there was like some spats, some verbal spats, and then a kid like stood up and he was so mad and he flipped the table and then like walked away. So essentially just ruined the whole Thanksgiving meal. And so we were working like positively reframing that behavior, because it's like, okay, obviously like flipping the table isn't the correct reaction, but it had to have served him some purpose, and that's why he did it. So we were working on like reframing the positive intention behind an action like that. And so for that specific one, they were saying some things like, oh, you're not really even part of this family, before he escalated to that level. And so by reframing that behavior, it's not like, oh, he flipped the table because he just wanted to show everyone that he was mad and he wanted to ruin everyone's dinner. It's more like, oh, he flipped the table because he's saying that's something that's really important to me. This is a hill I'm willing to die on. Like, it is hurtful whenever you say that I'm not part of this family. Even though he didn't use his words to say that, that's what he was like trying to get across by flipping the table. Or someone brought up a good point that for him, flipping the table could be like, oh, I'm gonna escalate this to the point where it's just going to come down from here, to where we're not gonna have to have this like slow escalation where my family's saying hurtful things to me. Instead, I'm just gonna escalate this and leave so that I'm out of the situation can start being repaired. So it's kind of interesting because it's challenging to look at really dysfunctional behaviors and come up with the function and the positive function of them, but it was a cool challenge. Also, brow pomade, I feel like it's always an adjustment to me whenever my brows go dark, because I don't know why. Like right now they're the same color as my hair, maybe even still a little bit lighter, but naturally my brows are kind of light, and so once they like turn into the same color as my hair, it's always a bit like, woo, I got brows now. But I think I like the pomade, and I like it's not crusty at all. I have used some before that have been like brow mascaras or something like that, where my eyebrows are like kind of crusty, or you can like see it on there. I'm gonna do a close-up of my eyebrow. And I feel like with this one, you can't really see it on there. This is really up close and personal. Good thing I plucked my brows yesterday. But you see what I mean? Like you can see that they're darker, that they're filled in, but it's not crusty. It's not like, woo, that's so much product. Okay, I went ahead and did mascara off camera. Merit does have mascara. I just don't have my hands on it yet. I am excited to try it though. So if any of you guys check out Merit, obviously it's in the link in my description. I'll also insert like the products that I'm using if you're curious. The last one, the big event here, is I got lipstick, because they're like known for their lipstick. They have good lipsticks, and I really don't wear lipstick. I think the last time I did was probably a dance recital that I was in when I was 17. And I think part of that is because I like to be low effort. And so in my head, like because my lips naturally have color, I just don't like change the color of it necessarily. But I do know that lipstick can kind of have the power of pulling a look together. Not to be dramatic about it, but I feel like it can pull a look together, which is why I picked getting a lipstick as part of trying it out, because I figured if I'm going to be trying one out, Merit's a good place to do it from. It makes me feel bougie how their lipstick has their name in it. I really was just swimming around in the dark about getting a shade because like I said, I don't usually wear it, so I don't like know what good shades for myself are. I don't even know like my color palette. I need to learn that. But I was just looking at the website and trying to see like people with similar skin tones to me and everything, what they wore. I ended up getting the shade Millennial. I'm so nervous. I'm all about trying new things lately, can you tell? How do you... I'm about to have to like look up a tutorial on how to put on lipstick. Serious time. Okay, if we're being real, this is really similar to my natural color. I just got a glimpse of myself and I'm just gonna come back after it's on. Lipstick's on. I feel like it does pull it together. I don't know if this is my shade. I don't know what looks good on me, but I feel like it looks good. So if you see me wearing lipstick from now on, you know why. Overall, I'm really pleased with Merit products. Like I said, like with the concealer and the foundation being just like the 2-in-1, all of that. They're meant to be easy, but make you look put together. And honestly, like this would have been maybe 2-3 minutes if I wasn't sitting here chatting. So I like how quick and easy it was because it looks like I tried really hard. And it is such a difference. This is gonna be the most duh thing you've probably ever heard, but it is such a difference using my like 5-year-old makeup, the ones that I just got rid of, versus using like actual quality good stuff. And so I feel good about this. And cruelty free, vegan, if that's important to you. Check out Merit. Obviously got a link in my description like I said. But back to the school updates. So those were the classes yesterday, and then I also turned in a midterm yesterday. It was a midterm for my evidence-based practices class, and it really was just 7 short answer questions, and it really didn't even take that long, honestly. Like it wasn't that hard. I just had to sit down and do it. But it was a lot more about questions about how to engage families and how to kind of set the vibe for treatment, especially because a lot of the treatments that we're learning are set in home, which just obviously is different than coming into an office. And so it was a lot more about that than actually needing to know the treatments themselves, which I was surprised by, but was okay about. And so now coming up with grad school, the only things that I have left, which the only things that I have left are 2 final papers, 1 for each class. One of them's 12 pages long, so I'm gonna have to do that. And then, was this week 6? What week was this? Either 2 or 3 more weeks of the module work. So the lectures and the readings and all of that. Oh yeah, this was week 6. So I have week 7, week 8, and then I am an MSW. Crazy. I know doing Get Ready With Me is a little bit different than what I necessarily usually do, but we're just all about new beginnings, if you can't tell. It's the April vibes, it's the spring vibes. My room's rearranged, and so now diving into that new content. I'll still keep up with the social work content and everything, obviously, but I feel like vlogs are where I just kind of get to do what I want a little bit, and sometimes they get a lot less views than the educational content, but I just think it's no fun to be so educational all the time, and so that's why we sit here and chat sometimes. But the plans for today, I am gonna go to Target later, especially looking so good now. Like this is a Target trip just waiting to bird left me a big old present on my windshield while I was in Target, which seems a little bit rude, and not gonna lie, but successful Target order. I'll just show you what I got now. Look, I got my cute little canvas bag, and honestly it was treachery getting here because there was road work that I didn't know about, the kind where only one lane is open, and so they do the thing where they make one side stop and like let one side go through, and then like 5 minutes later make the other side stop and the other side gets to come through. It just took forever, but we made it. I got some shredded cheese for Zach. I won't show you that because it's not really that interesting. I got new facial cleanser. It's the same one that I use now, I think. I'm pretty sure I got the same one. I tried to get the same one because I like it. Haven't had any issues with it. And it's lasted me like over a year, maybe like 15 months of that size. So love that for myself. I got 4 kombuchas. So I got their spring flavor, which is the elderflower, jasmine, and violet, which we'll see if that's good. And then I got 2 strawberries, one for me, one for Zach. And then I also got a trilogy flavor for Zach, which is like the classic one, that one. Then the only other thing I got I'm actually very excited about, give you a little sneak peek on accident, but I've mentioned in a few videos past that I've been looking for a good like green powder, just because I know powders aren't like the best way to get your greens in, but also I just want a good way to know that I've at least met like bare minimum with like nutrients and greens and stuff like that. And I just really love juices, and so I wasn't really sure which one to get. I've been seeing a lot of people get athletic greens, which is expensive, and honestly I've been watching Jenna Hong on YouTube lately. And by watching, I mean I started in like her videos from December and have been working my way up to present day, like in the past week. She really loves the Amazing Grass Greens blend. Just the original is the one that she gets. And so I'm excited to try it. She says that it tastes kind of greeny, which usually I'm okay with. I did have tablets from this brand a few years ago, like 4 years ago, that I didn't really like, but they were lemon lime flavored, which just felt weird. And so high hopes for this one. Oh, you know, I was kind of thinking I would look for a little mixer. I forgot about that. Oh well, I'll just stir it with a spoon or something. But Jenna really likes these, has them every day. And so I was like, well, I got one person vouching for them. I've been looking for a greens powder, so I'm going to try. Honestly, I'll probably try it when we get home. If we ever get home, I'm gonna need to find a different route than the one that I took to get here because whew, I do not want to do that again. It's the next day now, but we'll discuss that later because I'm about to try the Amazing Grass Superfoods. And so because I didn't get a little hand mixer like I had wanted to, I just put them in my blender bottle. I did 1 scoop and I believe 12 ounces of water. It said anywhere between 8 and 12, so I just went ahead and did the full 12. And I'm very excited to try. Before moving to better lighting to actually try, we'll just look at like what's in here. So it has the green food blend, which is wheatgrass, barley grass, alfalfa grass, spinach, spirulina, chlorella, and then it also has an antioxidant blend, which has like pineapple, carrot, green tea, acai berry, beetroot, a couple other things. And then there's also some fiber and digestive enzymes and pre and probiotic blend. Okay, for actually trying, tasting. It is a good greeny taste, I think. It makes me feel like I am consuming all of the things that I just read off that I'm consuming. I wanted to, and I think in the future I'm going to try to have it be the first thing I consume in a day is to like wake up, have my greens juice, because I've heard that doing it on an empty stomach, maybe I should look into that, see if it's actually a backed claim, but I've heard that doing it on an empty stomach can have the most effects. Anyways, what's going on between last night and now? Last night I got home, made dinner because I was starving after Target. I did end up taking a different route home, and so it didn't take as long as it did to get there with the traffic and everything. And then I went on a walk, which was cut short because I'd had a whole kombucha with dinner, and so my walk was cut short. I had to come back here. And honestly, I sat and edited just a whole lot last night, which I'm trying to get these videos, which I kind of already mentioned in this video, but I'm trying to get these videos kind of scheduled farther in advance because in the past, in like this school year and everything, which is just what I could do at the time, but lots of times I would finish a video Sunday morning for it to be up Sunday afternoon. And it was just posting once a week. And I don't necessarily think that was bad, but also I think it wasn't me being as purposeful with content as I could be, as I kind of like, I don't know, had the potential to be. And so I'm trying to be more purposeful now. And I think part of that is being able to dedicate more time to editing without worrying about it going up literally the same day, the exact same day. And then also there's a couple weeks in May that I will be taking some PTO that I haven't talked about yet, but I'll be taking some PTO in May, except my plan is that I'll actually have videos to just cover that. So that's kind of why this is happening like this, where it used to be that sometimes we would even talk, like I would record a clip Sunday and then it would be up that same day. Whereas now this is, I think April, I have no idea what day it is today. April 14th, maybe April 15th. I don't even think I have my phone close by to check, but I think it's going to get posted at the end of April. It's April 14th, confirmed. I just thought of that in my head. I do wonder if a mixer would make this better, but I am seeing now that the powder is like settling down here, so I think I'm gonna take a break drinking it until I get like a knife or something that I can kind of continually stir it with, or get a straw or something like that. So overall I am excited, but I do want to try out other brands. So like I'll have this one, I think it's like 30 servings worth or something. I'm trying to think if I have anything else to chat about at the moment, just since this is a chatty vlog, so might as well lean into it. It's a beautiful day outside, so I do hope that I get outside at some point. I like how I say that as if it's not up to me. I will make the priority to get outside at point today. Oh, I could show you how I rearranged the room. Not that this affects your life really at all, I just kind of think it's fun. So it used to be that if you walked in right here, the head of the bed was on this wall and it was in the middle, so coming out this way, and then we just had a nightstand of mine over on that side and a nightstand of Zach's over on that side. And then that was pretty much it. This mirror was over in that corner. However, now, as you can see, the bed is in the corner and it's not made well at all, which was totally me doing it this morning. And then we have Mr. Mirror over here, and also the rug is actually on the ground ground instead of just being under the bed, which I like. And I did have to sacrifice my nightstand because they don't both fit when the bed is the way that it is, but it's just sitting over here for time being. I definitely think that this makes the room feel bigger, and then I also like that corner over there, and I like that the rug is out, and honestly I like sleeping by a wall, so I'm happy with that as well. Did you ever think you were gonna see me in a slick back ponytail? Like, I feel like it's a vibe. I don't know if it's for me. I don't really like having like full forehead out, but who is she? Basically, I'm about to go work out. I've been about to go work out for hours, to say the least, but what I started doing, and I've done it only once before, but it was on a day that I wasn't vlogging, is I saw somewhere, it probably was like one single time I saw a TikTok, and so now I believe it. So take this with a large grain of salt, but I saw somewhere that argan oil can be really good for your hair, help like growth and all of that, as well as like kind of massaging it when you put it in there. But the thing is, I never want my hair to look like super oily. Sometimes it can just do that by itself. Like, it doesn't really need the help of the extra oil. So I was already planning on washing my hair after this workout, so I put the oil in it before this workout as like a little multitask, so the oil can be oiling while I be working. And so then with that we get this super slick back ponytail, entire forehead out to play kind of look. Good morning. I'm making oatmeal down here, so don't worry, you're not missing out on much. Just me clinking and banging around. But it is Friday morning now. It's about 8:30, so I got kind of a quick start on the day. At the time that this is posted, some of the, oh my gosh, my oatmeal steam. Did you see that? At the time that this is posted, some of the like first episodes in the series will have been posted, so you know what I'm talking about. But I'm filming another one of those Atlanta diaries today is the plan. So I won't show you like the bulk of today because that's going to be in a different video, but you can get a little behind the scenes. Behind the scenes. I feel like doing these Atlanta videos have been me scheduling like adult field trips. Like, I have the same energy in me right now as like when you would go on a field trip in elementary school or so, making sure that I get everything packed, like picking out my outfit. I feel like I'm like up and going pretty early, which is just so fun. I won't tell you exactly what it is because you're gonna have to watch that video when it comes out. But today's is like a touristy type thing, which I feel like whenever you live in a city, you don't think to do the touristy type things, but sometimes they can be really fun. And today's in particular, like, I'm going to do a lot of learning, which I mean, I'm all about. But I'm going to leave, my like activity thing doesn't actually start until 10, but they say to get there 15 minutes early, but then there's also a 5-minute walk between parking and where we meet. And so I feel like I'm just gonna leave around 9 because that'll give me so much extra time. And there's also this bridge that I want to go to that has a really good view of the Atlanta skyline, or part of the Atlanta skyline. It has a good view of like downtown and kind of midtown. I'll put some of that footage in here just so you can see it too. I just talked for about 5 minutes without actually having pressed the record button. So it's that kind of day, I guess. My oatmeal is done though, so I'm just gonna sit here and eat it for a little bit. But yes, plan to go to that bridge. And it's a bright, clear morning, so I just think it'll be kind of cool. But then it also gives me a little bit more flex time in just like arriving to my activity. I'm so excited. I used Merit Beauty again this morning, if you can't tell. I've never been able to achieve a good glow. Like, you know how people are like, oh, glowy skin, dewy skin. I feel like whenever I've tried that before, I just look greasy. And right now, I feel like there's glow without the grease. So take that at what you will. Okay, a little what's in my bag adult field trip version. I have a canvas bag that has a book in it, a water bottle in it. Eventually the tripod that you're sitting on will go in it, and then there's also a picnic blanket in my car that will go in it. And then for what I'll actually be carrying around with me is I have this little crossbody that I got a couple weeks ago, honestly, like with the intention of these little Atlanta day trips, because none of my other bags I felt like could fit and support my camera and also still be cute. So this is linked in my Amazon storefront, but my camera fits in here, which is awesome. And it fits in here with not too much wiggle room that I feel like it's going to get damaged or hurt or anything. It's really like thickness wise is the exact size, because I have a Canon EOS M50. If you're curious, it's always in my description, because I know whenever I was starting, I was always so curious what cameras people were using, but it's a little bit chunkier of a guy than like some of the smaller vlogging cameras, but this bag has been a perfect size. So the camera will go in here. I also have my wallet, a mask in case I need it, some chapstick, my AirPods, some cash in case I need it. Got sunglasses on my head, and I think that's all I need for my little adult field trip. So
kissing in the front of my car under the stars. I want you to know I'll take this love slow. How did you get so cool?
Adult field trip done. It's 2:47, so honestly, like, I genuinely feel like I'm returning home from a field trip. That just 100% is the vibes today. But really successful day. You'll have to watch the video to see all that I did today, but really successful day, and I feel like I'm just riding a little high because of it. I do really want to drink a kombucha. I'm just super in the mood, and so I think what I'm going to do is either read and drink kombucha. I just need some like chill time, you know? As if I haven't been having a break for the past 4 days. I just need some chill time, some relax time to myself, and I'll definitely be doing that with my kombucha. I feel like with these Atlanta Diary videos that I'm doing, this was something that I used to think, like whenever I got back from studying abroad. But whenever I studied abroad, I was out and doing something like every day, every night, and I really got to know the city well because of that. Like, I've had lots of great experiences and everything. And then whenever I got back to college, I had this like intention. I was like, I need to live at least a little bit, like at least a couple weeks as though I'm studying abroad. Like, make an effort to actually like get out, do the things, see the things around me. Because I think so often whenever there are real responsibilities, for example, like right now, grad school and like internship and all of that, it can be easy just get in the routine rut of just doing life, like and I hate to say boring life, like not the boring life, but like the regular parts of life. You can get in the routine of just doing the regular parts of life, and you forget to squish in I want to like get out and see people and do things that maybe it would never have occurred to me to do, if that makes sense. Because I mentioned this in one of the videos, but the big reason that I wanted to like get out and do these Atlanta videos is because I realized that my videos on my channel could take place anywhere, because I just like am in my apartment for most of the time. But like, I don't just live anywhere, I live in Atlanta. It's a cool city. So I'm trying to live like I did when I studied abroad, you know, make the most of opportunities, come up with opportunities, actually follow through and do them, and do it like regularly, so it doesn't have to just be, oh, this is the first time I've gotten out in months. It can be, oh, this is like the 4th time this week. But I get that is so much easier to do because I have a little bit extra free time now compared to I really didn't have time to be making the most of life like this, just because I did have those responsibilities of grad school and of the internship and of working and honestly of YouTube too. But whenever you have the opportunity to really seize the day, to appreciate the day, I highly, highly encourage you to do it. Even if it is like something alone, or even if it is something that's like not super crazy, like even if it's just going to the grocery store and getting yourself like something special, like some little way to seize the day that you can, highly, highly suggest. Thank you for coming along on these few days with me. I feel like they were kind of fun, kind of chatty, tried some new things that I'm looking forward to continue trying. So remember, Merit link and all the products that I used are down in the description. And again, thank you to them for gifting these products so that I can use them and review them for you guys. I feel like that was one of the first time I said you guys on my channel. Hey you guys. Hey you guys, thanks for watching this video. I'm really looking forward to all of the ones that are to come, and I just am so glad that we have this way to have a little community, connect. You get to see my life, I get to learn about yours. It's just so fun for me, and so I really, in not a sarcastic way, I really, really do appreciate you for watching this video, because I just think it's awesome. If you're not subscribed yet, I don't know why, because I feel like we're vibing at least a little bit, so just subscribe before you go, do a little thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, you guys, and I'll see you next time.